Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to be taking a look at a game called Godless. This is a turn-based tactical roguelite auto-battler with a very fun and compelling deck/team building element. Now this game has been out and available since June. However, it's on a pretty aggressive roadmap to add a lot of features and content into the game by the end of the year. If you want to get a copy of the game for yourself, link in the video description below, of course. We're going to hop on into a new run here today. Now, when you first fire up the game and you press play, you'll be prompted with a tutorial. Would highly recommend that you complete that tutorial so you understand the various systems at work, of which there are many in this game. So if you're a fan of tactical roguelite auto-battler type games, I think you're really going to enjoy this one. So without further ado, let's hop right on in. And while we're hopping in here, my friends, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel, then please consider becoming a subscriber. Join a growing community. We'll love to have you. And I just thank you so much for spending some time here on the channel today. If you want to see some more Godless, please give the video a like. That will prompt me to continue to pump out content for you fine viewers. So thanks so much. So to begin here, let's see. What do we have? So we have the Ether Shrine. So it looks like we're choosing our shrine, okay? So the shrine is essentially what you're defending in this game, right? If your shrine falls, you do lose. It looks like we have a few different options available and then some that are also locked up. So that's really cool. So let's see. An Ether Shrine. Each turn adds +2 Ether if there are no adjacent units, and Ether is used to purchase stuff, okay? And then we have the Magma Shrine. Can move and attack. Starts each battle with 6 attack. It's got some life as well, huh? Let's do the Ether Shrine. I don't know that I like the idea of the shrine moving around and attacking. So let's go with the Ether Shrine. Maybe we can do another run with the Magma Shrine. Let's go. Alright, so you can switch auxiliary skills before each match. Click on a slot to see the available skills. Okay, so a lot of customization in this game, or so I've noticed so far. So let's see, what do we have? So we have Portal. Teleport an ally to an adjacent hex. Or we have Blazing Soul. Kill an ally to add their attack to another ally. Also interesting. So it looks like we have 2 skills that we can take along with us. There's also Deep Freeze. Add +1 and +2 to an ally and freeze it until the end of the turn. Till the next turn, sorry. Let's see. I think I like the teleportation ability here. Blazing Soul. Let's go in the direction of the ice instead. What do you say? Difficulty, Act 1, easy, easy, easy. I mean, normal. Enemy start on level 2. I mean, do we just go with it? Maybe we start things off easy and then ramp up the difficulty a little bit. Let's try that. Let's try it. Why not? I might live to regret this, given I've yet to really complete an official run, just the tutorial, but I think I have a pretty basic understanding of this game based on the tutorial. So it looks like these are locked up. Let's go. Let's do something like that, right? Use Act 1 to kind of get my bearings, maybe build my deck up a little bit. So here is the main screen, right? So it looks like first and foremost, we have some skills to choose. So we have Blade Master. So that's passive whenever enemies enter adjacent hexes, this unit's attack is doubled. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So that's actually a unit. Okay, so this is the deck building. Looks like we're kind of choosing our opening deck. They're called skills, but these are actually units that you can use in battle. You can tell by the little icon there. So you can actually right-click to inspect, you know, these different cards, essentially. So that's the mana cost. This is, it's either a unit or a spell or a skill. This is an element, so it's fire element. Take the skill into the battle to get +5 fire energy as a victory reward. Okay, so this is the attack of the unit. This is the health of the unit. This is the passive skill right here, which I've already kind of read. So it's important to pay attention to this aspect of each of these skills. So we have the Blade Master. We have the Protector of Nature that sports a wild 13 attack and health. Wow. Passive. Attack is always equal to health. Okay, so it gets progressively weaker as it gets weakened. Then we have the Blood Lord. Passive gains +2, +1 whenever an adjacent unit dies. I'm going with the Blade Master here. I like the idea of just brute force. And you see that the Blade Master is added to our deck up here. We have 3 additional open slots. And this will be the deck that we bring into battle with us. And we can be strategic about how we're playing these different elements. So we have the Haunted Village. Passive adds +2, +1 to allies summoned on this or adjacent hexes. So that's a buffing tile improvement. We have Blessing adds +2 health to an ally, +1 more for each adjacent enemy. Okay. So getting surrounded by enemies, right? We also have Cursed Spirit on death. All adjacent enemies lose +1 attack. I mean, +2/+1 to allies summoned on this or adjacent hexes. I mean, so the mana cost is 2 on that. Otherwise, this is +2 health. And it's a spell that costs 1 mana. I think I'll do this. I'll do Blessing. I like the low mana cost. Because in my experience, you only have 3 mana to work with on each turn. So we have a training camp. So each turn adds +2 attack to an ally on this tile. We have Life Weaver. On attack adds +3 health, randomly split among all adjacent allies. It's a unit with 5 attack and 5 life. Cost 2. And then we have the Plague Boar. On death applies poison to all adjacent enemies. 3 attack, 1 health. So it's kind of just meant to sort of sacrifice, I suppose, but costs 2 mana. So the training camp is pretty good. And it only costs 1. Maybe we can look at a 2 mana cost spell moving forward here. So basically we have our Blade Master and then ways to buff him up. We'll see if that's a good strategy or not. I guess we'll find out. Collect the maximum amount of points into one of the paths to ascend and get a unique passive ability. Okay? So we have Mercy, Hatred, and Pride. I'm not sure how to get points in these, I guess. Perhaps we'll figure it out. But this is our opening map, okay? So we're going to go through, it looks like 10 stages here. And you'll see kind of what you're up against. So we have the Enslaved Ogre and Battle Sorceress in Wave 1. Wave 2 has the Sage and the Arch Druid. Wave 3 has the Cultist and the Battle Sorceress, okay? You'll see our battle formation take shape and you'll see how the battles go, but essentially that's how it goes. We win this, we'll move on. And there's little pathways that you can choose, different rewards and bonuses and stuff. You get resources like ether to spend in shops that you'll find as you travel. You also get these energies that can be used to sort of upgrade sort of a meta system. So it's really cool. There's a lot of systems at work, and I'm really enjoying the direction of this game. In fact, I'm pretty curious and excited about the future of this game, given the roadmap. So let's go ahead and hop on into our first battle here. We do have 35 life on our shrine, which carries over from battle to battle, including, based on what I've seen, any increases to that overall HP as well. So when you first start a battle, you need to place your shrine. You want to protect it, right? You don't want it to be up close and personal with the enemy, so at least in the tutorial that I've done, it worked pretty well, kind of just keeping it off as far away from the enemies as possible. The faster you win the battles, the more rewards you get. Okay, I see. Got it. So let's see if we can win this in 11 turns or fewer. Now, we do have 3 waves. This is just the first wave. If you want to take a look at the units, you certainly can. Just right-click on them, and you'll see basically as the waves go on. So once we get to wave 2, the units will become level 2, which will give them a new ability. And then wave 3 will be level 3, which will buff up their stats a little bit, looks like. But let's not focus on that quite yet. Let's focus on being successful. So we have our cards down here, right? Our Blade Master, I mean, this is our attacking unit. And let's see, what was this doing again? Each turn adds +2 ether if there are no adjacent units. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and get down a training camp and a Blade Master. And you can see our Blade Master right there. Looking good. Looks like a samurai. Absolutely. I do like the art style in this game, for sure. We're all out of mana, so let's go ahead and end the turn. And basically, the turn sequence goes... So the tiles will activate first. So for instance, this training camp that we threw down, that activates first. Then our allied units go, and then the enemy goes. So that's the turn order to keep in mind. Meaning you can throw things down on a tile that your unit is on, if it's a tile type buff, right? And you will get that buff before your unit moves. So I think what I can do here is we can go ahead and... I mean, we can throw down another one or +2 health. I think I can start busting out the Blessing once the enemy gets on us. So this guy has 24 HP. So yeah, we need this guy to get buffed up. And there's also different elements on each map. So this is a place of power. So when you enter it, if the entered unit is an ally, you get +1 mana. So that's nice, obviously. Then these are Ancient Runes, adds +1 attack. It also adds it to the shrine as well. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. See what the enemy does. You can actually get... If you hold down left control, you can sort of see... Or sorry, is it left alt? I'll have to figure that out. There's a button you can press to sort of see what's going to happen. Yeah, it's left control. So you see my unit plans to move here. He plans to move here. She plans to move down here behind these mountains that cannot be passed. So what's her skill again? Doesn't look like she's doing much of anything. Okay, so he's going to move here. My allied unit will move here, which will add +1 attack. So I could save up for another Blade Master. Right there. There's no quantity. Or I could do a portal to get him in place to attack. I think he needs more HP for sure. He's going to get +1 attack here, so let's go ahead and bless him. Boom. Okay, so he's got 9 HP now. He's going to move into place. He's going to kick off the combat sequence. And you see our shrine is gaining HP as well. Alright, so we get an attack in there, and he's got 20 attack now. Due to his passive, of course. But only 5 HP, so let's go ahead and get him another blessing. That's going to get, of course, buffed up because he's adjacent to an enemy unit, and let's take him out. And then the exciting part is when you actually defeat an enemy, you get another selection here. So you'll see what happens. So fates. An enemy has been defeated, but life still glimmers in their body. Now you are to decide their fate. So you can execute, which will deal 5 damage to any unit. If they die, you will get +1 mana. Or pay tribute. Add +2 attack to a unit. If it exceeds health, you'll get +8 ether. Okay, so that's how you build these points. I got it. Pride. Whenever allies attack 9 times in total, summon a swordsman. Hatred is all enemies lose -1 attack and get poisoned 2 stacks every 3 turns. Okay. So I'm understanding this a little bit better. You can use this currency, it looks like, to reroll or even skip and add the currency. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pay tribute. Very nice. And let's go ahead and continue getting this guy buffed up. In fact, first, let's check. So he's going to move right here. So let's get him buffed up. And end turn. So I think I would like another unit on the field that is 1 mana to summon, right? So he's going to move here. Let's do it. Let's end turn. Our shrine is just grinding HP. I'm not even sure what's making it gain HP. But we do get attacked. So let's get the blessing on him. End turn. Let's get the buff. Boom. 50 attack. A wild amount of attack for sure. Alright, so the enemy does increase in level and they spawn randomly. And we get another, looks like a ritual. Wave of enemies has been defeated. Okay, select a powerful ritual as a reward. Double speed rewards. Okay, so that's how quickly you win. Destroy all tiles next to any unit. Or ancient curse. Create a cursed arena. On enter swaps the attack and health of any entering units. So that will give our guy, well, I guess it wouldn't give him anything because he has already entered. At least that's the way I read that. Or we could choose a resource. I think we can double the speed rewards. Let's do that. Let's see. So 2 attack and 3 attack. Alright, so enemy has been defeated. So reassemble body. Summons a random ally on a random hex. Or creates a loyal village. Adds +4 health to allies summoned on this tile. So instead of walking over it, you got to be summoned on it. I think we can do this to get a random ally. And what do we get here? So this is a cursed spirit. On death, all adjacent enemies lose -1 attack. Okay, got it. Very, very weak, but can probably help sort of draw some of the attention from the enemy force. So I think what I want to do here is definitely get this guy blessed up. We got 2 adjacent enemies on him, so it should give him some HP restoration. And let's end the turn and see how the battle sequence plays out. Which one is he going to try to take out here? Boom, takes out that guy. So you can attack him if you like. Nope, he's going to... That's quite alright. Alright, so Soothe Before Death. Adds +6 health randomly split among all allies. Or reassemble body, another random ally. Each battle adds +1/+2 to the first summoned ally, then doubles its health. I think I really like that. Okay, so we got 2 mana here. My guy's just camping out on this little camp that we have. So he's gaining attack every single turn, which is quite nice. Let's get another Blade Master on the field. Even though I think you could argue that we don't really need it. That's alright. Let's go. We're at turn 9 here. We got to speed things up. Boom. Alright, wave 3. So the final wave. Alright, so forest fire. Set a forest on fire. The fire will continue to spread. Deal 6 damage. Okay. Swap places of 2 units. Triple speed rewards. Wow. Yeah, let's do that. Choose a resource to pay. Okay, so I've got to pay 15 ether. Sure. Look at that, though. Alright, execute or pay tribute. I don't really think we need to pay tribute. I mean, execute would be decent. However, where are the enemy's HP at? Looks like it's still kind of high. So let's pay tribute. And let's go ahead and get this guy a little more buffed up. And let's see. Where's everybody going? So you're going down here. Looks like you're staying put. Let's give you a blessing. And let's see how this shakes out. So where's this individual going? Alright, take him out. Very nice. I'll go up here and take this guy out. Or at least hit him. I mean, the attack is doubled. That's kind of a crazy... That's real crazy. Alright, let's make a loyal village right here. +4 health to allies summoned on this tile. So I think what I can do is I can go ahead and teleport you to here. And hopefully you can get in range. Let's go. Although this fellow can destroy the cultist. And that's turn 11. It looks like it's been exceeded already, so... Unfortunately, we don't get... The best reward, I would think, is the experience. But it looks like we do lock in some ether and some health. So rewards, yes. Give me those rewards. Let's go. Alright, choose a reward. So Plant Warrior. This is a new unit we can add to the field. On attack, applies poison 1 to target. We have negative energy, which is a spell. You get +1 mana. But the shrine receives 4 damage. And then this one is locked. I mean, +1 mana is pretty nice. Plant Warrior... I mean, he doesn't really do too much for me. Let's go with negative energy. And we get 179 ether, plus 48 shrine health, 10 nature energy, and 5 fire energy. So now we're up to 107 health. Very nice. Alright, speed rewards. You gotta love it. Natural disasters significantly change continent's landscape. Consider it while setting up your strategy, okay? So let's see, we have a chamber, which allows us to acquire talents using elemental energies. We have the sanctuary, acquire a passive perk for the shrine. Then we have the merchant, which we can use our ether on to buy goods. So the chamber right here, this is where you spend these. The sanctuary, a passive perk for the shrine. Okay, so that's our shrine, right? Otherwise, we have the merchant. I mean, I'm sitting at 202 ether. And we have a sanctuary up next, so let's go to the merchant. Maybe we can get a new unit to add to our deck. Let's see. Alright, so we can buy resources. Scrolls. I'm more interested in these skills. Sorcerer's Tower adds +1/+1 to an adjacent ally whenever you use a spell, a scroll, or an auxiliary skill. Totemic Circle. On enter, doubles attack of any entering units. So that might have an interesting synergy with our warlord here. Cleric. On move adds +2 health to all adjacent allies. I mean, pretty basic, but also kind of useful. Magic Trap. We have a Plague Boar. Too expensive. Acid Lake. I'm going to go with the Cleric. Call me crazy, but I like it. And then maybe we also add this. I mean, it's kind of scary, right? Definitely is scary. I wonder if there's like a library that you can put these into and then swap them in and out. Or if you're kind of stuck with what you have, or if you have to replace, maybe. I guess I don't know. Should we figure out? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So I have the flexibility of putting that one in when I need to. And we have this fire energy here for 45 ether. I think I will purchase that. Use it to create death gems in the forge. These are scrolls, a one-time summon. I think I'm good on the scrolls. I'm good with that. Let's go. So we have a sanctuary up next. Destroys a number of hexes completely. The flood. Okay, sanctuary. Divine protection. The shrine gains +1 defense. Astral pathway. Teleports the shrine to an adjacent hex of your choice every 5 turns. Rich soil adds +1 ether whenever you create or destroy a tile. I mean, it's already generating ether for us, so let's do it. Sure. Would you like to pick a perk once again for 45? Yeah. Let's do it. Upon summoning the shrine, it gains +2 health for each adjacent tile. Adds 7% of shrine's health and attack to ether on battle end. Adds +2 attack to the shrine whenever... Okay, let's go with this. Let's make it just like an ether battery, right? And let's go onto the next continent, which is the Antarctica Kingdom. Okay, so we have... Looks like kind of more of the same here, but looks like flood's in effect. So let's see what sort of outcomes that creates. Okay, so you see the terrain being destroyed. So we have recreate continent. So this allows you to sort of re-roll this continent here. I'm good. But obviously it has strategic application. So we have an enemy at each side. I'm going to go right here with it. I mean, sporting a rich 107 HP, right? Let's get a training camp down. And our Blade Master out and ready to wage war. Let's go. Boom. I've also got this cleric that can help keep his health up. And hopefully he goes right across this to give us some more mana. Alright, very nice. Alright, so cleric. Let's throw you down. Training camp. Let's throw it down here again. And let's end turn. Alright, getting the attack buffed up. Move, and then he will add max health to our unit, which is nice. He does take a hit, though. In fact, takes a big hit. So we need to get him blessed. So let's get him blessed. Let's end the turn there. It's going to be a bit of a skirmish here, but... In fact, what skill is he rocking? On move, deal 4 adjacent damage. Okay. So he's dealing damage when he moves. That's kind of scary. The cleric does fall. And we take another hit here. However, it looks like he's going to... He's probably just going to stand pat, I would guess. So I could do a blessing, or I could get a cleric out there. I guess let's get him some more health. Take him out. Maybe we can turn up the battle speed just a little bit. Alright, so down goes the ogre. Alright, so... Looks like both choices for hatred. Summon a 2/2 copy of an ally on an adjacent hex. Summon a random ally. Let's do that. And what do we have? We got another one of these cursed spirits. Okay. Cleric. Let's get you in the field. Maybe get you a little attack boost as well. Although it's kind of a scary thing if you're relying on your cleric for offensive output, right? In fact, it looks like the cleric's days might be numbered here. Yep. Looks like you teleported, huh? Okay, well, luckily I have a remedy for that. We'll teleport you. Move and get the kill. I mean, this warlord gets so strong. 32 attack is pretty crazy. Alright, rituals. Sunken land. Destroy a hex completely. Create a random beneficial tile. Create a cursed arena. Let's do this. Let's put it right on our boy here. Alright, very nice. Alright, kill in duel or pay tribute. +1 attack to an ally. They attack an enemy immediately if possible. Let's do that. +2 attack. Why not? And let's see. I can put in a cleric. Or we could go with the blessing. He's got 16 HP. He's going to be able to move and attack. Let's get the cleric down. They've just got to be a little smarter, you know, the cleric. And he does move there and secure the mana as well, which is great. Alright, so I don't know what that was. Soothe before death. I mean, I think the God of Life and the God of Blades is quite nice, but the God of Life seems pretty impactful to what we're trying to do here. So I'm going to try to go in on that if at all possible. And what is this guy doing? Deal 3 damage to all enemies on forest. Okay, got it. So he's going to hit for 3. If we can get a cleric on him, he should actually be able to survive. So I could go with the training camp, or we could just go with the blessing. I mean, he's got 18 HP, though. Let's go with 2 clerics. I think my strategy is, let's get our warlord out on the field, our blade master, that is. And let's just buff him up and keep him healed up. Let's make him our tank, our champion. And these guys are going to absorb these hits. Keeping themselves nice and healed up, for sure. Alright, wave 3 on the field. And what do you know? They're local. Freeze any units. Triple the speed rewards. Yes, I will do this. We can pay 15 ether. Hopefully we can secure some experience. They do start right on us, which is nice. Burn on funeral pyre. Grant morale boost to an ally. So adds +1 attack to this unit each turn. Wow. Yes, don't mind if I do. Alright, quite nice. Let's get you all blessed up as well. Alright, do good things here, warlord. Let's go. Boom. That's a good hit with that little mace there, for sure. Alright, what do we got going on here? A swamp. Execute, deal 5 damage. If they die, you get +1 mana. He's got, what, 28? Looks like. Copy a traversable tile to an adjacent hex. Alright, so let's do this to here, maybe? Oh, it's got to be adjacent. Okay. Let's do that to there, then. Boom. Alright, so we're taking them out. So it looks like, once again, we're going to miss out on the EXP reward. But we should be able to secure the other rewards as well. Alright, take him out, Blade Master. Let's go. Show me what you got. Show me your sword skills. Let's go. Victory. Alright, so Ferocious Bear. So that costs 1. And what does he do? Gains +1 attack whenever adjacent units gain extra health. It's got an interesting little synergy with our cleric build for sure, doesn't it? Nature energy, use it to learn nature talents in the chamber. Let's go with the bear. I mean, +1 attack. I kind of like this actually. So let's see. I think I can maybe get rid of the blessing in favor of the bear. I want to see if maybe we can do a little synergy with the cleric, right? All right, looking good. +15 nature energy there as well. So we have 25. I think that's good enough for an upgrade. I think. The question is, where do we do that exactly? The chamber, right? Yeah, the chamber. So sanctuary, we have a merchant, we have a forge. Merge sparks of creations into gems and upgrade them. So that's energy. What's a spark of creation exactly? Meteor shower destroys most tiles on the continent. Wow. We also have a boss island here. Okay. So Telvius can damage the shrine with basic attacks from any distance. Wow. Yeah, I want to go in the direction of the chamber. So let's go sanctuary and chamber. I think that's probably our best. Yeah, let's do it. Sanctuary. So ether energy adds 14% of shrine's health and attack to ether on battle end. Interesting. I mean, we got a lot of health. 14% would be like, what, 15 ether or so? Unwavering Faith. This is a rare. Upon summoning the shrine, it gains +3 health for each adjacent tile, then adds +3 ether whenever you create or destroy a tile. Yeah, let's level that one up. Why not? Another perk? Yeah, sure, let's do it. +1 defense, strong will, adds +1 health to the allies summoned not next to the shrine. I like that. I'm good. Save the ether. Let's go to the chamber, and you'll see how this energy works now. So you can actually learn a talent at 25, 60, and then 120. We have 25 of the nature energy, so let's go ahead and do it. So lots of different systems in this game, lots of different currencies you are collecting. And I must admit that I do like it. So Giant's Might adds +1 and +4 to a chosen ally every 4 turns. Spellbinds the first summoned ally each battle and adds +3 health to it. And then what's Spellbind? Spells, scrolls, and auxiliary skills trigger twice on spellbound units. I mean, this is +1, +4 every 4 turns. But this ability to spellbind basically makes your skill trigger twice. So if we think about our warlord, right? Our blade master. Don't know why I keep calling him a warlord. I suppose he is a warlord, but his passive, whenever enemies enter adjacent hexes, it doubles his attack. So we're going to get, double, essentially. If I'm reading that correctly. So yeah, definitely like that one. Excellent. Alright, so we need a few more units of this fire energy. Hopefully we can get that here next turn. In fact, we're guaranteed to because you get energy based on the deck you're using, right? Alright, so let's go and fight a boss. What do you say? The Broken Island with the meteors. Terrifying. Let's go. Alright, an undefeated knight. Well, let's put that one to the test. What do you say, Telvius? Okay, so this guy has 50 HP, okay? I see. So the meteor is destroying most of the land features, but not necessarily the hexes themselves. Recreate continent? No, I'm good. So what's this guy going to do? On attack, launches a projectile dealing 4 damage to the shrine. On death, deals 9 damage to all adjacent enemies and resurrects with stats 321. Works once. Okay, so he's coming back. Just a little weaker. And dealing 9 damage. So I think we need to employ the same strategy we've been employing. For sure. So let's start things off down in this corner here. I mean, 50 HP really isn't all that much, considering how strong we're able to get this Blade Master. So let's go with the training camp right here. Blade Master. And then once we stumble into some more mana, we can get a bear and a cleric. I'll probably get the cleric next, right? The cleric can sort of follow and heal, and then as long as they stay bunched up, the bear should get an attack bonus as well. So boom, there we go. So this guy's going to move here. Cleric should move here. Gains +1 attack whenever adjacent units gain extra health. So if we put the bear right here. Let's see how this works exactly. Bear moves and then the cleric moves. Okay, that'll work. Alright, so here we go. We got this guy. He's coming in. 14 HP. He is gaining attack as well. Alright, do we go with cleric or... It looks like this is where they will engage, right here. So if I put a fort right there, he's going to camp on that fort each turn, right? And therefore just boost his attack. However, his attack won't double because the enemy did not enter the adjacent tile, right? Instead, I'm the one that engaged. So interesting little element there for sure. So let's go ahead and throw our cleric right here. Let's get that bear involved. What do you say? So the bear moves right here. Maybe. Okay, this cleric moves down for whatever reason. I guess it's kind of like the turn order. But we are hanging in there okay so far. He's got to start targeting the bear, though, for sure. We've got to keep our boy healed up. He can't keep taking these huge hits. It's basically like, how much can the cleric keep him propped up? Because he's taking hits for sure. So he's got... We'll do 18 damage this turn. If we do this, we will kill him. But then he's coming back, of course, right? He's going to deal 9 damage to all adjacent enemies, okay. So that's going to effectively kill the Blade Master. But the bear will remain. Unless, of course, the clerics can do something. So I either add a cleric. I think I'm going to add... Let's add a fort right there to boost up the bear even more. Got plenty of clerics here. They just got to do their healing thing, right? Alright, so down he goes. The Blade Master falls. But the bear is quite strong. Okay, so the cleric just gets absolutely annihilated. Create a loyal village. Add +6 health randomly split among all allies. +4 health to allies summoned on this tile. I mean, I think we could probably work with that. Let's do this, though. Let's get the bear maybe a little bit of healing. Yeah, he got a little bit. Why not? So 17 attack for the bear. So he has to survive. Let's go right here so the cleric can move up. Feeling pretty good about my chances here. Alright, 20 attack for the bear. The bear is indeed getting ferocious, and then the cleric just decks him to take him out. I guess that's the way it should be, right? The cleric, the warrior of lights, rights, the righteous, and then the evil skeleton boss. Enough to make King Leoric blush, perhaps. Alright. We beat the boss fight. Let's go. And what do we have for a reward? Okay, so we get a new skill. Unholy Touch. Swap the attack of 2 units. Interesting. Spark of Fire. Used to create fire gems in the forge. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, so we do get our fire energy. We also get some death energy as well. Alright, so the act has been completed. So now there are consequences. Okay. Didn't see this coming, but let's read through this a little bit. So, treasures of the past. Instead of pursuing runaway mortals, you focus on searching the tombs of human kings who are said to be buried with untold riches. Eventually, your search succeeds, but their heirs hold an everlasting grudge against you. So you gain plus 20 ether, 8 shrine health, and a random talent, a random gem, and a random skill. Adds plus 2, plus 9 to all bosses. Okay, interesting. Plus 2 to God of Life, though. Tyrannical Reign. All enemies receive 3 damage each turn. When you summon an ally next to the shrine, they will attack it. Okay. And then we have... There are plus 4 places of power on each continent, where you get extra mana. You cannot place a shrine on some hexes. I mean, this will make the bosses just buffer, right? I think this one is probably the least invasive one. Let's do this. I'll do the Hunger for Mana. It is useful to get that extra mana, right? It just is. Alright, so Act 2, Sun Domain. Alright, so now we're into the second act where the difficulty ramps up, of course. It's on normal now. Enemies gain extra abilities that might hinder your plans. Adjust your strategy to counter them. Poison Weapon. Enemies apply poison on attack. Yikes. Well, that's not good news. Archaeologist. We have Mechanical Golem. Skilled Bomber. Enraged Ogre. Demonologist times 2. I wonder if there's ranged units in this. Okay, so we have a Sanctuary and a Merchant. We have a Chamber, which is good, and a Sanctuary. We have a Forge. I think we only have 1 gem, so therefore don't have enough to merge. Let's go ahead and do the Chamber and the Sanctuary. Alright, so fire. Yes. What do we have here? We have Flame of Vengeance. Upon an ally's death, add plus 1 attack to all other allies, or Veteran adds plus 3, plus 4 to the first summoned ally each battle. Yep. Unquestionably, that's what we're going with. So what does this mean? Ah, so you can buy. I think I will buy up to the next tier. Alright, very nice. Got a little discount there, right? Got to take advantage of the discounts for sure. Grants regeneration to a chosen ally on turn 5 or Fading Life. Upon an ally's death, all adjacent allies will gain plus 2 health. Let's go with regen. Absolutely. I'm already thinking about Blade Master. Maybe turning into the absolute Beast Master. And maybe before we leave here... I mean, this has got to be relatively cheap, right? Buy 20? Yeah, 120. Alright, let's stay away from that then, I suppose. Let's get out of here. And let's keep grinding. We have the Sanctuary now. See, Divine Protection, Rune of Power, +2 attack to the shrine whenever an enemy enters an adjacent hex. +2 health to allies not summoned next to the shrine. Yes. Pick another perk, sure. Can we get this one again? We can. Let's do it. +3 health. I think we're good on that. Let's save the currency. And let's get on to the Land of Winds. Interesting. Let's go. Alright, so we got Dr. Jones, or some dude from Jurassic Park for sure. And then a mechanical golem. On attack, deals 4 damage to all enemies next to targets. Destroys all adjacent tiles every 3 turns and gains +1, +2 for each of them. Destroys all adjacent tiles. Interesting. So you gotta wonder what it looks like with that guy just on a rampage, right? So of course we are limited where we can place our shrine, but this is a fine spot. So we do have Quicksand. Stuns the entering units until the next turn. Interesting. All kinds of mana on the field as well. Okay, so let's start our approach here. What is this? Catacomb. Okay, got it. It's like a little warp. Gotcha. Well, let's overwrite that with our Warlord. What do you say? And Training Camp. Looks like he's going to collect some mana for us as well. Will allow us to set up just a little bit quicker. Of course, we're getting that bonus HP. We don't want to be summoned next to the shrine anyways. Alright, so we have a Cleric. Let's do the Cleric. In fact, maybe we could get 2 Clerics. Or do we go with the Ferocious Bear? I mean, is this guy going to seriously walk into this quicksand? Looks like it. So I think I have to do this. I have to. I guess I didn't really think that terraforming, right, would be such a big aspect of this game, but it kind of seems like it is. I mean, quicksand, it stuns you if you move on it, right? So keep that in mind when you're building your deck if you want to try this game out for yourself, right? Definitely keep that in mind. Probably want some type of land card to use. More importantly, one that's reasonably priced as far as mana requirement goes. So I think, I mean, this guy's just going to stay put. Looks like you're going to move down. Why move down? Let's put another cleric right here so he moves in and heals. Alright, great hit there. So he must have been like poisoned. Is that what killed him? Must have been. Alright, so +1 in the God of Life tree. I really do like that. Create a loyal village. Destroy a tile and use the next chosen fate twice. Use the next fate twice. Let's do the loyal village. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and put that. Let's see. So you're going to probably move down. Let's put that right there. Let's do a cleric. Little HP boost. Let's go. Right, the Warlord needs a few hits. I mean, he's got plenty of HP. A little cleric strategy here is working pretty good. However, it's kind of a question, like, does the bear really fit in? I mean, I feel like going maybe with the blessing. So let's get regen. So this is our regen, Gift of the Forest. And what does that do? Each turn adds +2 health. Quite nice. Alright, Sunken Land. We have Teleportation. Teleport any unit to any hex matter exchange. Relocate a traversable tile to any hex or swap it with any tile. So let's see. Would teleportation be useful? I mean, we got this guy here. He's kind of imposing. Yeah, I think we should probably teleport this guy to here. And that guy's right on our shrine, right? +2 attack to an ally. They attack immediately if possible. Yes. Okay, very nice. So now he can actually take his normal turn as well. So that actually works pretty good for us, doesn't it? Skilled Bomber deals 12 damage to all adjacent enemies if the unit is next to the shrine. Okay. I mean, I don't love that. So let's throw a cleric down here to block you. What do you say? And let's go. We just need our Blade Master to do his thing. Alright, take him out, Blade Master. Let's go. Bam. Alright, he falls. And the clerics get physical there. And they are poisoned. Consume soul. Reassemble body. Let's just do that. Hey, what do you know? We got a plant warrior. Mushroom guy. Looks like he belongs in the Mushroom Kingdom. So where's our Blade Master going? Right here. Okay. So we even have like sandstorms going on that are pushing units. Interesting. I mean, I think we can get... Let's get another bear on the field. Sure. Let's raise up the battle speed just a little bit more. Mushroom Man trying to get involved here. 92 attack for the Blade Master. Well, we really don't have to do anything fancy now, do we? No, we don't. Blade Master, take him out. Let's go. Bam. Alright, the third and final wave here. So, high HP on these enemies. Storm Wind. Create 2 gales. To the bottom right hex. Inactive until the next wave. Turn all quicksands into sandstorms. Let's triple the rewards. It's been working pretty good for us so far. So let's do it. Alright, so we got these demonologists here. Transfer soul. 3x3 copy of an ally on an adjacent hex. Sure. Alright, so this guy is going down. Let's get a cleric involved. What do you say? And this guy will probably move toward the shrine and attack it, but I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll engage the cleric right here. We'll see how the AI prioritizes. Okay, so they fell off into the water. Well, we will certainly take that. Okay, so another sort of elemental factor that one should probably pay attention to. Very cool. Alright, let's collect some rewards here, my friends. And what do we have? So, got some speed rewards. Very nice. A Wasteland. Passive adds +4/+2 to an ally on this tile when it's destroyed or replaced with another tile. Interesting. We have Magic Seed, a scroll. Copies any traversable tile to any hex. Another way to kind of terraform, huh? In fact, I haven't even used this. Negative energy. Is that truly a one-time use, or? That's +4/+2 to an ally on this tile when it's destroyed or replaced with another tile. So you put the Wasteland down first, and then you put like that fort on it, or something like that. I think Magic Seed might have more of a utility. I'm guessing that these aren't just one-time uses. That's my guess. So let's add it. If we ever need to, quickly terraform something, I think that's certainly an option. All right, so we got some energy there. Very good. Looking good and energized. All right, so another land has been conquered. So let's go ahead and figure this portion out. So what do we have here? Crossroads. Choose a place to visit and gain its mysterious power. I mean, that's compelling. Don't mind if I do. I mean, it's outlined in yellow. That must mean it's like rare or something. Rune of Power adds +2 attack to the shrine whenever an enemy enters a hex. Let's do this. Yeah, we can do this. Rich soil. Upon summoning the shrine, it gains +2 health for each adjacent tile. Let's go with this, I suppose. And let's see what this is all about. Crossroads. So let's see. We have the Alchemy Lab. Sell Blade Master skill for 80 ether. No thanks. That's like my workhorse, man. Why are you targeting my Blade Master? Increase speed rewards next battle to this. Okay. Gain +10 shrine health. Let's go with Dimensional Rifts. I like it. It's rare. I like rare. Pick a bonus once again for 55. Don't mind if I do. Puts us down to a nice even 200. +9 nature energy. I'll take that. I'm good. Don't want to get greedy. So next up, we would have Dame Onio. We're looking at a demonologist, an enraged ogre, archaeologist. Dr. Jones comes back again, right? And a skilled bomber. Dr. Jones is Indiana Jones. I'm trying to think of that scientist from Jurassic Park. Forget what his name is. If you know, let me know in the comment section below. And also, thanks for, spending so much time here watching the video. We're about at the hour mark here, my friends, so I think this is an appropriate place to land this plane. So this, of course, has been Godless, a fun turn-based tactical roguelite Autobattler, and I sure hope you enjoyed. I mean, there's a lot of redeeming qualities about this game. I think the depth is certainly there. I do like all of the different currencies that you're collecting, all of the different things that you're sort of investing in. I really do like the deck building element of it, right? Looks like we have a few locked up slots here, so once we get access to that library, we can maybe get more capacity for our opening deck, giving us a little more flexibility. I would like maybe a way to kind of start with some more mana so we have more playable cards, but I really do think this game is a lot of fun, and when you first fire up the game, you get a little preview of the roadmap it's on and the things that are planning to be added to the game. Definitely a reason to be excited about it. So if you want to try it out yourself, link in the video description below. Thank you as well to the development team. It's been great working with you. You got a good game here. I appreciate you hooking me up with a copy of it. Really do appreciate that. So without further ado here, my friends, I think I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again, though, so much for spending some time here on the channel today. Please give the video a like if you want to see me play some more Godless. I really do enjoy this game. It's quite fun, and I would have no problem continuing on with this run here. But that, of course, depends upon you. Hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking. And please also consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Would love to have you in this community that we're growing. And as a final housekeeping note here, my friends, we do have a community Discord that you can certainly join. Link in the video description below. It's a great way to stay connected with the channel, meet all kinds of cool people. And sometimes we've been doing these community game nights as well. A lot of fun, so if you want to stay connected, if you enjoy the channel, right, if you've spent some time watching the videos and you want to get a little more connected, well, that's certainly a resource for you. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again so much, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.